You are.
So, this is Onslaught. It is the game we're presenting today. As its whole title says, it is a first-person tower defense game. The main pitch for Onslaught is that it is a tower defense game where you defend against waves of incoming enemies, while you yourself being in the control of a first-person character with a gun who helps and assists in culling down the waves, activating towers to defend, and a load of other turn-based sort of tower defense sort of strategy.
So what makes this unique is we are combining a strategy tower defense game with a first-person shooter. We haven't found many games that are combining those two elements together, so especially with the version of Onslaught we have. Also, high fantasy games are commonly played in third person, so we have that first person element to it, which should give it a different outlook as well.
So the narrative summary here is a time of great darkness, which has swept the lands of Meknok, as the evil hordes under the ruthless Dark Lord Nox have conquered most of the known realm, led by his executor, the General Admiral Urgroth. The last of the dragons, Lord Nox's great legions have finally arrived at the great Tundra Mountains, home of the dwarves.
Right, so characters-wise, we've got the player character Grinning Iron Dwarf, the main dwarf. He's a typical loudmouth dwarf, very confident, cocksure of himself, always boozing in the tavern, and bragging how strong he is, but he has to put his money where his mouth is and actually help defend the keep. Dark Lord Nox is the dark wizard who has control of various evil creatures, who wants to take over the whole of Meknok and will summon all his enemies to attack any settlement around. We have Urgoth the Dragon Lord, is a dragon, perhaps the last of his kind, serves the Dark Lord in his legions and commands the legion currently presiding the Tundra Mountains. The sieges, sorry. He's added that bit on.
These are some mood boards we made for the project. This is the character mood board which I put together. You see a number of different creatures, characters, dwarves, gnomes, goblins, ogres, and a variety of creatures that we use for inspiration. This is the landscape one. It contains a number of different landscapes and possible settings we're using for the game. You've got jungles, mountain areas, and general sort of themes. And the final mood board is for weapons and possible armaments. Typically of weapons and armaments that dwarves might tend to use, like thicker, like axes, maces, firearms, siege engines occasionally. Hammers. Larger weapons designed to deal damage.
So the target audience basically is a younger demographic. We think about 12 plus, it's a bit 12 upwards. Primarily it's going to be male gamers, so secondary audience would be female gamers. The reason why it's younger is because it's one more toonish style and it has more fantasy violence rather than graphic violence. And the reason for a bit more of a primary male audience is because of the FPS features, which is more popular with male gamers rather than female ones. So monetization is going to be released free to play, and it will probably have some type of microtransactions, probably cosmetic. So there will be also things like probably be able to pay like something like silver or gold to probably boost your level, and or maybe even get some early
cosmetics for your character.
Unlock, maybe even actually be able to start the game with a slight advantage. Probably
start with a little bit more gold by gold towers.
Yeah, exactly.
Something of that similar type.
Yeah, so I came up with some of the concepts based on character names and mood boards that were produced. So if you could go to the next slide. So here we have some concepts for the cohorts that's on the right, which would be like a fast enemy, which would be like weaker but larger masses, and there on the left you have an early design for the main dwarf character. These some alternative designs for the dwarf, including the female and a different body type for the character. and some possible battle armor.
So then we've got on some of the guns. These are some of the very early concepts. So we have a kind of more steampunky or magic infused rifle with like this secondary one, which is more a cannon. And if I think we move on, it would be the. And this is more the finalised concept, so it's a bit more streamlined, so it's more of a musket looking thing. So it's more, it's kind of like mixes these, yeah, more of a blunderbuss. It kind of mixes the two, but it's got the more cannon like blunderbusty look there. It goes back into the other one, more there. So these are some melee weapons. So these are just, I think, full of different enemies. So I think these bigger weapons are for the more tough enemies, like the orcs or the trolls or whatever. These are more for the goblins and the kobolds, the small knives and little shifts.
Okay, so here's some more designs for goblins. Some of the original designs I had were quite small and more aggressive looking, and then on the right we went for a more withered, gnarly sort of look to it. And there's another design for a kobold and ogre troll sort of thing. These were concepts for portals that would be entrance points for the enemy team. So these would spawn all the enemy monsters, and yeah, you'd have to like fight off from this point.
Right, so the map layout, as it's the first level, it's an entry level into town defence, so it is just going to be running on the one lane to the keep. As the levels go further on, the difficulty increases, and we will open up more portals as well as different lanes and stuff like that. Yeah. And here's an early model sheet for my tower. I did want to enlarge it, make it taller, because it was a bit short and stumpy at that point, so we did crack on with that on the 3D. So I have added a little bit of battle damage, as you can see there, but I am going to be making that a lot more 3D and having a lot more aesthetic to it as well. And here's the model sheet for Grinding Ironborth. Generic sort of dwarven shape to him. He's obviously not got no armour on yet, but we're thinking model him without the armour, and then we can start building the armour on top. Obviously it looks like he harnesses a lot of power there with his muscles.
Here's the original, the early product design, early model for a gun, basing off of the previous designs, taking the more. This is primarily used for practicing with the codes, like getting the gun to work. Yeah. Figuring out how we're going to use it, how we're going to position it. More of a placeholder. Yeah. This is the rough map I designed. You can see all the different parts here. It traces through the mountain areas. I tried to add erosion and rougher peaks to make it look more like an actual mountain. This area down here is where the settlement will be, and the other the door will be around here, we can defend it from. And over this side here, this will be where the portal is, and the enemies periodically spawn out of this portal to assault the base and assault you. And any questions?
Okay, go around the room. Aaron, what do you think?
I thought it was well presented, to be fair. No questions from me.
Anything about the ideas or the look of it or the work done so far?
I would like to add, I think we might have missed out on the towers and how they are activated and stuff. But obviously, when you're killing the enemies and stuff like that, you're building up currency, and the player would obviously go over to the pre-built towers that are in the game, and they will activate.
I was going to ask you that. Yeah,
We do
okay.
have enemies that also destroy the towers, so you would have to rebuild them. But as the levels get further on, you can obviously change the different projectiles or what type of magic they do as well. So it's building that strategy throughout the level.
Connor?
That was my question.
Okay, any questions at all?
No, they answered it.
Anybody?
I've got a question, but it's a follow-on question to that. So, like, now you're talking about monetization. So, with the towers and how you can pay for them with sort of in-game currency, would there be a sort of like almost external currency you have to put into the game to just you get towers almost instantly as soon as you spawn? Is that what
With
I was saying yes.
with the monetization, we're thinking of say for example, you can pay a certain amount of this pay-forable currency to maybe give yourself a bit more currency in the game when you start the level. Say you start it with 0, you might start it with 300 instead. That sort of thing. plus different kinds of weapons, maybe different characters to play as, different cosmetics for you and the enemies.
Because of course, obviously having sort of game-changing monetization isn't a very popular thing, but if your game, because you did mention it, if it's free to play, it's going to be like $60, $30, whatever, pounds for the game. So if it was free to play, would that be something you consider like sort of more aggressive microtransactions?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Although, obviously not make it incompletable,
Yeah.
but make it so that sometimes
Just
if
easy.
you need a boost, you're not doing very well, it's there.
Okay, okay, Jack, so say if you got, first of all, how much would it cost to make it?
Well, that's a rough estimate.
We've got a rough estimate here in our HP document. Can you just work it out?
Yeah, we've got something here, distribution amortization, and well, it does actually mention the
£70,000.
but it does mention the idea that because of the idea of how we make money to kind of finance the game, the best thing to do would be to distribute using the Unreal Store, so like GOG or Steam, because the Unreal Store gives bonuses for using the Unreal Engine. You get certain discounts for putting on the store, and that would actually help in at least reducing the cost of development.